2, 3. Hey! This is Pop Gibberish. I'm Joe.
And I'm Shay.
And we are watching episode 4
of
DOTA. And it is called, what is it called? Desolate and Empty the Sea. I wonder what that's about.
We shall see.
We shall. Right.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Well, we got to do a recap first. Okay, so previous episode, we saw that Davion connected with Slyrak through the blue rock, which we just thought about the fact that the blue rock is the antithesis of the red rock from the cave. We got sirens going on. Red rock from the cave from season 1 that had all the zombies in it. So there's like this whole life and death type situation going on there. We also saw
chaos and order.
Right. Chaos and order. So we got Vadrak.
Yes.
The red dragon took out all of the other dragons. That's crazy.
So messed up. Was not expecting that because I thought that, that he sat in the seat of counsel with them. So he was the enemy behind the enemy line.
Yep.
And just took them all out. That was really a surprise for me.
But we kind of knew that he was evil from when he was
evil. But you take out your whole crew, like
everybody.
People that are supposed to be.
It's like we all going. So he had all the red energy that tells me
the red rock had.
The red rock, right? So and then we just met a blue dragon that had
she's
the blue energy, which made a connection with Bram. That was so dope. I thought that was fun. And then she had him throw a book at her.
And she passed out. Like he defeated her. It was cute.
That was so good. So now he's got this cool ring that makes him dope.
Yeah.
So he's got a protection.
He got a protective shield.
So we'll see how that works. I'm sure that's going to come in handy at some point.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Marana is in the sun god, or in the Helio Imperium, which is where her uncle is reigning as king. Mm-hmm. But he doesn't have a legitimate claim to that throne, which is he basically going to use her as a way to gain legitimacy for that kingdom, which apparently he killed her parents and all this other stuff, and yada, yada, yada.
And we found out that she is the Princess of the Sun.
Right. Princess of the Sun was serving the Goddess of the Moon. That's scandal. That's scandal right there.
We shall see what that is all about.
Right. So we'll see how that goes. Looks like everybody's on their way to the Helio Imperium.
Even Davion.
Davion.
A very crucial point because he received a command from Slyrak.
Mm-hmm.
Slyrak told him what his purpose was, and so Davion, he stepped into it and he's on his way to go fulfill the purpose. So
he's got to go get the Eye of the World Worm.
Yes.
The Eye of the World Worm, which apparently is the Sun God's relic. So now we've
Solar God.
The solar God's relic, right? Mm-hmm. Which tells me that there are like actual gods in this story, not just the fake deity like Philomena.
Right.
So
Philomena.
We'll see.
So pathetic.
Yeah. Oh, and Luna started her prison gang with the armadillo.
Right. The tigerdillo.
The tigerdillo. Right.
He's a hybrid of some kind with a French accent.
With a French, right.
Go figure.
So we'll see how that goes out. But we're ready to get into it. Just like every episode, like and subscribe, hit the bell so you can get a notification every time we drop a video. For patrons, you're gonna get this early, and also you get behind the scenes, and you can get some episodes of some shows that we decided not to finish. We got some DNFs in our library that just didn't make the cut for YouTube, so you can watch those. And if you like those, we'll put more up. Outside of that, let's get into the episode.
Let's get it going.
Okay.
I'm ready.
The JBLs. They really leaned into this whole sun thing.
Your Majesty, I trust you received my message from the Viceroy.
I'm imagining a state wedding to redefine state wedding.
Ew.
Wait a minute.
The uncle is gonna marry his niece. Straight up Game of Thrones. Straight up Game of Thrones.
You want a wedding? I need an army.
No comment.
I like that framing. They put the sun all around his head. Studio mirror. They should have words to this. Like Imagine Dragons from Arcane.
We've never seen her in that light. Like,
you know what? I was thinking about the fact that this scene where they have the arrows
now
coming down.
what dragon do you think
That's
is?
Slyrak. Slyrak. Definitely Slyrak. Yeah, Slyrak is very distinguishable between all the ones that are there. And now we know that all those orbs that he's got are actual dragons. Though.
Right. That Viltrox destroyed.
Yeah, kill them. Eat their flesh.
He got issues.
Our daughter.
Oh, now she's our daughter.
You poisoned her against me.
There is no hate in that book.
She should be the one to talk.
Grief.
Right.
Every morning and every night, Philomena held that doll and prayed.
She did. Is she feeling remorse? I can't tell her.
She prayed.
Oh Lord, here she go. What was that supposed to mean?
I don't know. But it sounded ominous with that music.
It did.
Every one of her scenes is her looking down and away, ashamed. Every single one.
Poor Fenrir.
We either help people or we don't. There is no ledger.
Do or do not. There is no try. She is so dope with that shape-shifting.
I know, I love it.
Do what you have to do. Just remember who you are.
Doesn't have his necklace.
Yeah.
I can't get you an audience with the Emperor. My sister can. We didn't part on the best of terms.
So they don't get along, I guess.
Two of you will get along famously. You remind me of her in some ways.
That's not a compliment.
Right.
Oh, I'm a terrible shrew. Remember that when you see her.
If she gets hungry, I'll save you.
Ha ha.
I would never eat Bram. We shared the dance of ritual combat.
You hear that? She would never eat me.
We are bonded as mates.
Oh, wow. I knew it. She gave him a ring. He's married to a dragon.
That is hilarious. I wish they gave her name.
Arath. That's what she said earlier. Arath.
Now who is that?
I don't know. Oh, that's one of the Coldway. They were planning on sabotaging. See, they're still in the war mentality. So everybody's a casualty of war.
Those chaos.
Oh, those are humans.
Like, was that necessary?
Those are humans, yeah.
Oh,
They just killed all those humans.
and children.
Now
She is wicked. Like, what is her deal?
I don't know. It's crazy because she was, I don't know. Like I said before,
That's
it's like there's no
weird.
real good guys.
Like, they literally had no reason for that.
Alone. I'll be brief, Highness.
Now, who is she?
You're welcome. We will fortify the Enclave borders.
Oh, that's cool.
Those
A
tight,
few more
yeah.
outposts. They will try their tricks, of course. Then they'll realize the futility of it all and crawl back in their holes. Our army is the best in the world.
We can't wait for them to come to us. We must go to them.
You're insane. I won't allow
She's got way too much
them
makeup
to
on.
smith.
She looks like
Look like a Disney character.
yeah, I was just saying, she looks like somebody's evil
Right.
stepmother.
Right. Like a mix of Cruella and Cinderella's stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
She has no combat experience. For God's sake, has she ever fought more than a persistent cough? Just because she's rich.
Give me a bit of Egyptian vibe.
Yeah.
You made an enemy. A dangerous enemy. Your father was impatient too.
That was his name.
What was his name?
Viceroy, I believe.
Oh, the Viceroy. He's the Viceroy. It's a title.
They had a last name.
You're gonna mock someone for having a weird relationship with a dragon.
Fair point.
I'm not sure going into the city with a big scary dragon.
Oh, what? She could turn to a human?
That's what I said.
She can turn into a human.
I said that, didn't I? Didn't I?
Well, you said they started out as...
She had to have started out as a human to turn into a human.
She said when the last Dream of the Thunder ended, she woke up like that.
He's happy to be married to her now.
No, trust me.
I'm
confused by plenty of stuff.
Instincts. I knew it. That's tight. Uh-oh.
He's like, wait a minute.
Who's that look about? I think that she is the hope that Davion can control himself without the necklace.
Yeah.
They made it a point to show us that he left it behind.
Right.
And the blue light drew him.
And that Slyrak might be his dad. He became human, had some children, bloodline. How else would there be a dragon bloodline?
Right, and Slyrak chose him specifically.
Because he was a descendant of him.
Mm-hmm.
I learned you can be absolutely right and still lose.
It is wisdom, the hardest earned.
He's going to be her
neither
like
know
trusted
nor understand.
assistant.
Yeah.
I need help. I need you to teach me.
Yeah, definitely.
That's cool. How that was
Sorry to
eliminated.
bother you, madam. There's a dragon knight at the door. He aggressively wishes to speak with you.
I thought the dragon knights were all dead.
She's another one of the Dragon Clan.
Mm-hmm. The hell's is going on?
And this is another dragon knight. Davion. He's a man of few words.
What is going on right now?
We have a big problem.
Some kind of soul bond or something.
Dragons.
That is exactly where I was going.
We finish each other's sentences. Isn't that adorable?
Adorable.
I'm sorry. I feel like we've met.
Same.
Dragons. Big dragon problem.
I am the problem.
I find that easy to believe. Follow.
Oh, follow.
Your sister is a terrible shrew.
She told you to say that.
Yes, she did.
This.
Right on the hand.
What?
This is no
Well, look
trouble.
who it is. What connection?
Here.
Oh.
Enjoy the flowers, enemies.
He is duality in a major way. Like, oh, let me be quiet.
Only one. We are bound by a shopkeeper covenant.
I am bound only to collect the souls. We never specified that I would relinquish them.
Dude.
I know why you want them. I know what it all means.
Smart.
And I am not so self-destructive as to aid you in your efforts.
Clever.
Whoa.
Intellect protects you from harm. In countless realities, you are the same.
Oof.
Oh, wow. They got a multiverse.
You change the terms. And all of this is part of my plan.
And in how many realities do you and I have this conversation? Only this one. What you can see, I can imagine.
And the girl.
A pawn.
I know her name, her true name, and the place she occupies. A hole left by a little child.
Dude.
Wait.
Dude.
Is Femrin Philomena?
I was just about to say that.
Wait, that would explain why she's so powerful. That would explain it. Why she's so powerful. We were like, why is she so OP? Because she's the daughter, like reincarnated maybe?
Or
could be.
How does it end?
It's the tree of lore. Everyone knows it. The squirrel learns to stand in its shade, knowing even tragedy can grow into something beautiful.
You don't look big enough to carry around a whole eldworm.
I can't. That's what makes this so urgent. Slyrak needs the eye.
The Emperor. Convincing him won't be easy. We have to make him feel like he's stronger for it.
Yeah, but no one refuses a dragon knight.
Yep.
Not bartenders, not kings,
Both red.
not even emperors.
Yep. I noticed
Bartenders.
that too.
That was impressive.
Look at them.
It's funny that even in this show, Studio Mir decided to put everybody in different colors, like they did in Avatar. Well, Legend of Korra specifically. They have like the people in red, the people in green, the people in orange, or people in blue. Tigerdillo to the rescue.
Right. Tony the Tigerdillo.
Tony the Tigerdillo. Oh wow. Oh no. Who are they stabbing? It's their comrades?
Could be.
It's their comrades. No. Yeah.
See?
Oh no.
Luna is smart, like, dude.
Yeah, she's a general. She was a general of our army.
Yep.
In the mood for a little spontaneous human combustion?
Wait, what?
What? Luna has a super strength.
We head for the fire.
Yeah, she's really strong.
Yeah,
she's really, really strong.
It's apparent that she'll survive.
You should have said so.
Whoa, whoa. Oh wow, she's like a firebender. After I just started talking about Avatar, she turns out to be a firebender.
Right. Wow.
She just set the whole city on fire just for those couple
she said
people.
Human combustion.
That is impossible. I know. Is that a turtle or? Stay here.
Bram, really?
Well, he's not immune to fire.
Right.
So the ring didn't kick in. Maybe it's just against dragons.
Maybe it's when he used it with his intentions.
Maybe.
I just want to know about Marana.
Stay down, long pig.
That wasn't necessary.
Show his name.
You know him.
He knows the princess.
So now they're all heading to Marana. She can heal, that's awesome.
Right dragon. What?
We're not really mated. I'm inexperienced with human humor. I'm sorry.
Oh.
That would have been cool. Look.
She was joking.
Just the sense of
It
humor.
was too easily crushed.
When she was a dragon.
Not easily crushed.
She's awesome.
Well, you look like the top of a cake no one's eating.
You smell like a sewer.
Bathed. Once.
Hi.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
Watch how they make their eyes.
We need to go.
I
can't.
Okay.
You can.
Right.
You just walk out the door and pick a direction.
I can fix everything, but I need to stay here. I know a secret way. Follow me.
Oh no!
Oh!
What the heck?
Was not expecting that.
Whoa! Is that a gold? That who?
Dude!
It's like Ember or something.
No.
Oh, he's gonna turn.
Oh.
The arrow. It came from there.
That.
Was that? That was her. He is like an armadillo.
Yeah, that's cool. That wasn't a good jump. He didn't. I was gonna say.
You can mourn later.
I don't want to mourn. I want blood.
I don't think she's dead though. Oh
The blue dragon is a healer.
no. Right.
But they gotta get her to her.
He almost turned into a dragon just now, but he decided not to. He made a decision not to. Oh no!
Oh, man.
Was that episode shorter?
Dude. Dude. I cannot go another week waiting for that.
Whoa. Okay. We gotta talk about this. I'll hold this.
I'm like really taken back by the fact that that arrow.
It was definitely an unexpected twist.
It was unexpected. Yeah.
I don't think she's dead though.
I don't think she is either. Not until that takes over her, like spread.
Right. Because why would it need to spread all over her body? The impact of it going into her body. If they were just trying to kill her, they could have just like killed her. But now the ember is spreading all over her body.
And you notice how when Davion laid her down,
He let her
it's
down.
spreading more.
Yeah.
So is he stopping it from?
I doubt
They
it.
made it a point to show once he let her go, it spread it more. So do you think he have healing capabilities as well?
I don't think so. I don't think
he just doesn't know it?
No, I don't think Slyrak has that type of thing.
I don't know.
I think he has powers. I think Slyrak is more destructive, like the fire chick, which I don't know her name.
Lena.
Okay. So Lena is definitely either daughter or descendant of Slyrak, the dragon.
What if her and Davion are brothers and sister? Like brother and sister?
They could be. I thought they were going to end up like like being in like a love triangle situation.
Like because she said, I feel like I know you from somewhere.
Right.
So maybe that's her brother. And then Davion is in love with Marana because look at how their eyes was just like quivering when they were just gazing into each other's eyes. They just like...
Yeah, they definitely love each other. We know who the love interests are.
You know Finneran loves Davion too.
Yeah, Finneran. See, that's the thing though.
But
it's like...
I don't think it's a love like how Marana...
No, it's not.
It's a different type of love. Like she wants a father or a big brother.
She just wants her pod back. She wants
her pod back. And she's feeling alone, and there's a reason why she has this deep attracted protection for Davion.
Yes.
And I don't think it's in a romantic type way though. I don't think it's a romantic.
I mean maybe not.
Affection.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. It's more of a like what they had with their pod. It was more of a family connection.
Right.
But because they're not actual family, it also comes out another way.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. But anyway, I love the fact that the dragon, the blue dragon, Oroth, is able to turn into
a human.
A human. That's cool. Which also brings us to the fact that we kind of figured out how they got the dragon bloodlines. Because if the dragons can turn into humans, then they turn into humans, and they had, they knew some humans. And so we don't know if Lena could be possibly related to Davion or some other kind of connection.
That's my prediction. I predict that they are related, and that whoever was once a human form of Slyrak, these are his children.
Yeah.
Davion explained in season 1 about what happened to his father, correct?
Yes. The reason why he became a Dragon Knight and the reason why he had the tooth was because of the fact that a dragon killed his father and he became a Dragon Knight to destroy dragons. He definitely had a father that was killed by a dragon, but we didn't, for a lot of these characters, we don't know their backstory. Like, we're learning the backstory as we go along. Like, we have no idea how Marcy is so strong or how Luna is so strong. It's just a fact that they are.
Right.
And we didn't know who Marana's uncle was until this episode, or the previous episode.
And he wants to marry his niece.
Yes. Which, by the way, ew, why is it? Now, I know that it's based on real life. I know that. I know that royal families throughout history in real life has kept their bloodline pure by marrying other people within their bloodline, cousins and, relatives of that nature. But, ew. Just gross. And it's not even like...
And we know it's for selfish reasons.
Right.
On his part.
Right.
We do know that.
He wants it for... And I'm pretty sure that he would probably kill her right after. Almost.
Right. And if he had... Exactly, because the storyline already showed us that this is an agreement that they have. So we now, of course, know that Marana is not dead.
Yes.
And it could also be, right? And he could have also ordered that hit on her to
keep her from doing something like you know what? It's very possible that Venari is just a mercenary that works for whoever pays her the most, and she just made an enemy of one of the richest women in their kingdom.
But she said she worked for his uncle.
Right, but she worked for his uncle because his uncle,
She worked for her uncle, yeah.
Yeah, Venari worked for Marana's uncle because he paid her.
Right.
But if she's a mercenary, then she just goes to whoever pays her the most.
True. True.
It may not even be a situation where the uncle even knew that this was happening. It could have been all from this lady.
Possibly. I can see that. And to go back to answering your question about Lena and Davion, whether or not if it could be the dragon blood in them that they may share, where, you know, I think it could be either way, you know, where it could be the dragon blood or they could have actually seen each other in another life prior to where they're at right now, because they have a familiarity with each other. So, and they both recognize it. And then Lena's sister made it a point to say, you remind me of my sister. You guys will get along just great. Right. So she foreshadowed that for us to be able to go into, like, with that expectation that they're gonna have a lot of things in common and they could be siblings. That's my prediction.
So you're thinking siblings. I'm thinking, well, I would say siblings also. Because I don't think Davion needs another love interest in this story.
Right. There's too much going on with that.
Yeah, but that look was a little too long. I mean, I'm just saying, they were like staring at each other like.
But it wasn't butterflies and golden.
Yeah, but it was like their blood like connecting, like their dragonness was connecting to each other. There was flames behind them and everything.
I think that's to let us know that they are
from the same clan.
Yes.
I got you. Same bloodline. Slyrak is powerful, I tell you. These dragons are no joke. Some of these, like, so we only have 3 dragons right now. Outside of like we only have 3 elder dragons.
Yeah.
Because, well, is Oroth even considered an elder dragon? She's super powerful.
She's very powerful.
I think she's probably she's the blue dragon, and then we have Vadrak, the red dragon. So we have the 2 representatives of the 2 rocks, the 2 shards. Right. So we have the Chaos Shard and the Order Shard. So they're representative of those 2.
Yes.
But then we have Slyrak, which is kind of separate from those.
He's separate from it, but
he's like balance. Because he's chaotic, but he's also order driven as well.
He has both.
Yeah.
So, and then Terrorblade and the Invoker, that was a trip.
That conversation was cool. I love that.
That was a cool conversation, but I'm trying to figure out now who's
playing who.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. I love that. That whole part got me, because when he was like, I see all the multi-dimensions and I can see all the different, and he's like, yeah, I can imagine all of those, so I saw him too.
He was like, you can see them, but I can imagine them.
Right. It's like, you know, it's like you're not doing anything new. Right, I know this already. Right. I know that there's multiple dimensions out there. There's a multiverse. Like, who doesn't know this?
In Terrorblade, he made it seem like. So one thing that really stood out was when Terrorblade said to the Invoker, "You've made it so where the gods can't touch you." Right. But he came to the Invoker like he was God. And he was like, I see everything you do and I know all that you think, you know, along those lines. And it was just kind of really, it was just, I don't know. It was really telling, but at the same time, he was also saying to the Invoker, it's a possibility that you could be more powerful than me, because if the gods can't touch you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
He flat out said, you've made it to where the gods can't touch you, I can't touch you. But what about the girl? And he's like trying to make it seem like you're untouchable, but that doesn't mean I can't hurt you.
And the only way he can hurt him is through his daughter. Right. Because the daughter was his only connection, that he just loved her unconditionally.
And we need to talk about this. Yes, the daughter.
And before we do, I'm not gonna lie, I really almost thought that Terrorblade was going to possess the Invoker. There was a moment where I was like, because before they did the whole scene where they was showing like these different mirror reflections around him, and I'm like, is he about to possess him? And I was like, nah, that can't happen because we need the Invoker. Right. And anytime Terrorblade takes possession of anyone,
they die.
But
honestly, in this case, he probably wouldn't, because they all die for the same reason that Slyrak is damaging Davion's body, because of the fact that it's just too powerful of an entity to contain. But he's OP already, which means that he probably could contain Terrorblade. Which honestly, I think that's where we're going, because just by their design, the character design, and this is something that like artists really kind of pick up on a little bit more, only because they look at the character design of certain characters. They're very similar when it comes to their character design and their lines. It would be very easy for Terrorblade, if he were to take over the Invoker, for them to like add a couple flourishes to the Invoker's look to give him the Terrorblade look, and like kind of a mixture between those two characters. And this is only season 2. This is only book 2. And I can only imagine that they're probably going to go into a book 3, because they're kind of dragging out their story a bit. So if they go into a book 3, I can definitely see this tete-a-tete of them two going at it and Terrorblade taking over, because there wouldn't be any more of a threat if Terrorblade was constantly just trapped all the time. He's going to come out, and when he comes out, he's probably going to inhabit the Invoker, giving him...
Because the Invoker is more powerful in human form, or human elf form.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Than anyone walking with 2 legs. Like,
he's
the most powerful being right now.
And he's separated himself from the world.
Yeah. And
just amassed more power over time.
Yeah.
So Terrorblade definitely can see that. And it's like, for my best self to exist, I need to inhabit something that can hold me for a long period of time.
And it will be the Invoker that can hold him.
Yeah.
Now,
Philomena. Go ahead. Philomena.
I don't know what's going on. I don't even know why she's still in the picture, because she's just useless at this point.
She seems that way.
Yes.
She's obviously got a part to play still.
She's still beat up, so they got the scars on her head.
Yeah, they didn't even heal her. That's so messed up. It's like they could have at least, time has passed. She naturally heals, even being a former goddess, even if you take all the powers away, like the human body generally heals on its own. No, they're like, nah, she's still toe up.
Right.
She's going to stay toe up.
They have to keep her ugly to remind us of the ugly soul. She was a moon goddess, but she's a dark, ugly individual. And now I like the fact that her power is taken from her, because she was just abusing it and misusing it, and was in season 1 they were really showing how she would have people to, it's like she was taking their soul but keeping them alive.
Right.
She was feeding off the fact that they were giving themselves so much to her at any cost.
Right.
Like, I love you, I serve you, I give my all to you, and she fed off of that. And when she would have that moment where she kissed them, it's like she took a part of their soul from them, and it was weird. But
that reminded me of American Gods. That one, what was her name? Started with a B.
I wouldn't know.
Anyway, there was a god. She was like one of the elder gods, and she would basically she was intimate with men and basically suck them up and like basically eat them essentially, but not eat them in the traditional sense. Let's just say that. Moving on. So Finran, do you think that Finran is Philomena? Somehow.
I do. I think that is definitely a possibility, because she does reflect the image of her father a little bit. And then you have to remember that he gave her a coin.
Right.
I don't think he really may have knew. Now, that's the one thing about him. He's powerful, but he doesn't know why he keeps, giving her like ways to get out and pulling her out and rescuing her. Remember the time when he gave her the coin?
Right.
And he was like doing like remote viewing through this water, this water in a bird bath or whatever, and he could see what was going on with her. So it was like he was playing God, looking after her, but he was disconnected. But he saved her. He'll pull her out. He'll just go shoot, and then she'll just appear in his castle.
Right.
And so I think that those are hints that for whatever his disconnected reason is for looking out for her and giving her the responsibility to return the Lotus back, where she got them from. But he sealed it in a box, which was weird. And then that kind of created chaos.
Well, he did that because he didn't want to actually return the Lotuses. He was just using that as a catalyst to start the issue. He basically was trying to prove to Marana and Luna, well, actually to Marana specifically, that Philomena could care less about peace.
I do remember that.
And he was saying that, I'll give you the Lotuses back if she withdraws all of her army and says we'll leave in peace and leaves them in peace, then the box will open on its own. But she didn't do that. So that was that whole thing.
Yeah.
But definitely I agree with the fact that he saved her once, and I don't think he knows though.
He doesn't.
It seems like that Terrorblade knows something that he doesn't. Because when he said the girl, he was like, he paused for a second. He's like, the girl doesn't mean anything.
And why would he bring up the girl?
Exactly.
Did he mention his daughter? I'm trying to remember. Did he?
It sounds like he was alluding. Yeah, it was like he was alluding to the fact that something was special about this girl.
Philomena, yeah.
Which makes me believe that
it's Philomena.
In some kind of way, Philomena is either inhabiting this girl's body, just like Terrorblade does, or is like hidden, like locked away in her, or maybe like a descendant of her of some kind. But she couldn't be. She died as a child, so that can't be it. Somehow she's connected to the daughter, to Philomena,
right?
Which kind of brings up the whole idea: is he gonna like adopt, like basically have her as like an adopted daughter type situation? Because why is she so powerful? No other elf in that entire race, on both sides, on either side of this fight, has been as powerful as her. It's just been Philomena, the Invoker, and Fenrir. That's it.
And then you got to think about it too. Fenrir, she worshipped Philomena, and
no, she worshipped
Mene. Excuse me. She worshipped Mene.
Which they see as a separate god, which is weird because they have very similar names, and I'm pretty positive, like they said before, the shadow and the light, like something about like you can't have shadow without light and all this other stuff, and they almost kind of alluded to the fact that Mene and Philomena were like the same deity that they're praying to, which it makes sense because now the Codeway are being the exact same oppressive people to everyone else that the Night Tribe or the Philomena crew was being to them. It's like they're two sides of the same coin.
Yeah. Which
they keep bringing in coins. They have 2 coins so far in this show. There was a coin that, like you said before, that the Invoker gave to Fenrir, and then there was a coin just now in this episode here that they gave to Davion, I guess. To give to Lena.
Yes.
So coins, the whole duality
definitely are symbolic too.
Definitely symbolic, and the duality of Terrorblade and the Invoker being on 2 sides of that round, the water portal, so they can view each other. it was like they were looking into a mirror.
Ooh,
two sides of the same coin.
Can't wait to.
And then we got Davion and Slyrak, two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And then you got Davion and Lena seeing each other, two sides of the same coin. It's like poetry. It rhymes. That's a joke for never mind. But yeah, that's definitely something going on there.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to move on to the next episode because this was getting very good. Yeah. And I cannot wait a week from now to see the next one. So
I'm gonna see it right now.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Yes.
To all. You will know when that video has been uploaded.
So if you want to get early access, definitely join our Patreon. That is actually Patreon. It's at popjibberish. You can become a pop star. Came up with some cool names for it. They're not cliche at all. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't at me. And definitely leave a comment below and let us know what your predictions are. Let us know what you think about this duality between coins and being two sides and all this other stuff. It's really fascinating. I'm really getting into the show and like the lore of this and everything. So yeah, outside of that, we've been Pop Gibberish.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining us. I think this is going to just become our outro. It's just saying thank you for joining us.
We appreciate it because without you, there would be no Pop Gibberish.
True. I mean, we'd be here, but nobody would watch. We'd just be on the internet. Just be there forever, showing these faces.
Okay. Over and out.
All right, bye.
Bye. No, not bye, but later. Peace.
Right. Bye.
No byes.